3 reasons why form beats force. Reason number 1, wasted movements. We've been talking about that for a long time. So when you waste your movements, you're going to waste the speed that you already have inside of them. So your kids already have speed inside of them. We just got to focus the energy in the right places so that they can put the correct efficient running out there so they can go faster without using as much effort or using the same amount of effort. Typically, they're going to be using less effort. Like I said, the kid that I have right now, he's using less effort and he's running faster because he's putting the right energy into the correct thing that he's doing. Like when you are in a car and you are pushing on you're trying to move the car forward and you're pushing on the brake as hard as you can to try to get the car to move forward. I don't care how much force you put onto that brake. You're not going to get that car to move unless you just break the brakes and they just release and then the car starts rolling, right? It's probably not possible. But you can put as much force on as you want onto that brake, that car is not going to move. But as soon as you take your foot off that brake and you you tap lightly on the gas pedal, guess what? That car is going to start to move now. Now you're going to get more, you're going to go faster using less effort. It's the exact same thing here. So wasted movements, putting energy in the wrong places is going to keep them from running faster. And so what we need to do is we need to get efficient. All right. So number 2, efficiency beats effort. Training harder without fixing mechanics is like pouring water into a leaky bucket. Guess what? The water's going to come out. Again, we've been talking about this. So we don't want to fill our bucket with water if it got holes in it, right? We got to patch up those holes so all the energy that we have stays with us, all right? So the more effort they put out there, it's just and without running properly, man, you're just going to be leaking power all over the place. We got to patch that up so we can run faster, all right? And then number 3, the right sequence unlocks real speed. So first, this is where people say we need force production. The more force we get, the faster they're going to go. It's not incorrect. It's just incomplete. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get mechanics done. As soon as we get those mechanics done and we get them, we stop leaking power. Now we got focused energy. Now we're running faster with less effort. Now what we're going to do is we're going to increase the effort by learning how to put power behind it. So we get the power. Power starts to push them, propel them forward. And now they're running faster on efficiency and effort. And my coach that I have and had in high school, he's now the head coach of the girls at Virginia Military Institute, the track team. His name's Coach Eddie Williams. He used to say, we used to do this with our team when I was coaching with them at Bethel High School in Hampton, Virginia. Yes, Bethel High School, BHS, go Bruins. Same school Allen Iverson went to. We used to do this with them, and they would go to meets and they would be faster than all the other people who have been out there working on speed. And everybody would be asking him, how does he do it? And he'll come to me and he'll say, you know what the scary part is? They done ran this time. He said, you know what the scary part is? We ain't even started the speed work yet. And so I say that a lot now. The best learn from the best, right? So the first thing we need to do is work on the mechanics so we can stop the power leak so they can start going faster. And once you see how fast they go, you're going to be like, oh man, that is crazy. And then I'm going to text you and I'm going to say, you know what the scary part is? We ain't even start the speed work yet. So once we start the speed work, all right, then we're going to add the speed work. Once we finish the mechanics, then we're going to add the speed work. Once we add the speed work, we're going to start with force first. Of course, we want to put that force so then we can start getting there. So now we start going with force, all right? And then you can't mix. Here's the thing. You can't go out there and you can't just mix force with acceleration. I'm going to talk about that next. You can't just mix force things with acceleration things, and you can't mix power things with accelerate and all these different type of things. So if you're going out there and you're pulling people and then you're doing plyometrics and then you're doing these different type of things and you think, oh, all these things are good. They are good, but they're done in the wrong order. So the first thing we need to do is we need to fix the mechanics. The second thing we need to do is we need to go work on the force application. Just talked about how much force we're going to put into the ground. So we do that with simple drills and sleds and uphill runs and things like that. Then the third thing is we're going to work on overspeed, which is we call overtraining, or we could call it just simply pulling. I just call it pulling. We're going to pull the athlete because what we got to do is we got to train speed. Now it's time to start training fast so you can go faster. That can't be done until we build that foundation. So all in all, when you fix your mechanics, your kids are instantly going to get faster without adding hours of training. You don't have to put any expensive equipment to them. They're not going to have to go out and lift heavy weights or pull a sled or do any cone drills or do any of that stuff or plyometrics, jumping on this box, off the box, jumping to the side, on the box, off that box, backflip, do a split, jump up, turn around, touch your toes, do another backflip, right? You don't have to do all of those things. And then when you layer in power over speed, and that is going to make it even better. So, right, if you're tired of wasted effort and you want your kids to start running properly so they can get that speed, so then you can go back to doing all those other things, then I want you to go under this video and tap on this link for my speed form fixer system. So my speed form fixer system is the system that you're going to need that's going to help them fix their form, right? So this is the same system that I've been using with that baseball kid that I was talking about earlier, who small, shorter kid, stockier, heavier kid. Nobody thought he would ever be able to run faster. They were even saying they need a calendar to clock his 90-foot run, right? So they were making fun of him. And this is the same stuff that I did with him. 11 simple drills that you can use that's going to help them learn how to run properly so they can run faster. I'm telling you guys, this is the most powerful system that I've put together. This is the most powerful system that I've put together. All right. I put together the Speed to Dominate system. That's a great system. It helps kids get faster in 30 days or less. But I went back and I combed through it and I said, hey, look, I need to take out the most important things so we can get directly to what we need to do without all the fluff. So that's when I created the Speed Form Fixer system with 11 simple drills. We took out all the fluff, 11 simple drills that's going to help them. I give you the system and how to run it. Also give you a calendar so that you can keep up with them, and it shows you what to do on what days. All right. I give you all of that inside of the Speed Form Fixer system, and you guys can grab it right now from the link down under this video. If you're listening to me on Apple, if you're on YouTube, it's under the video. If you are on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever place you're listening to this at, then you can go down to the show notes and you can get it from there. But you can get it. The Speed Form Fixer system is the exact form fixing program that I use with my high ticket clients, and you can use it at home. All right. You don't have to go to a big field or anything like that. That's the other beauty part about it. You don't have to go to a big field. You don't have to do all of those different type of things. You can use it right here at home. So if you're tired of wasted effort, go ahead and click the link down in the description, and that'll be there for you. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. I told you I wasn't going to be here in front of you long, which I probably still was here in front of you for a long time. But anyway, if you need the help, man, down in the description, get the Form Fixer system for your athlete today. Remember, everything that you do today affects your future. So remember, tomorrow, I'm Coach Harper. I will talk to you next time.